Hi, I'm Alexandra Robinson with Eddie Alvarez, and Eddie has some big news that he wants to share with us today. In your own words, tell us what's going on, the latest with you and Bellator.
We were able to come to a settlement agreement, and I will be fighting Mike Chandler in a championship title fight November 2nd on the Bellator pay-per-view.
So tell me what was going through your mind during this lawsuit, especially the day that media reported your case wouldn't be heard until 2014.
I was just, more than anything, I was worried about when I was going to be able to get the fight again. As a fighter, my main concern is getting back in the cage, being in front of fans, and being able to perform. And my main concern was, big thing that was going through my head was, when am I going to be able to compete again? I was very worried about that.
What was the greatest reason that you decided to settle?
I think it was a number of reasons. I think every relationship has its ups, its downs, and the good, bad, and the ugly. And it's important to be able to compromise in every relationship. And I've had a long-standing relationship with Bellator, and I think for once throughout this whole litigation, we were able to compromise. I seen their point of view, they seen my point of view, and they put a deal on the table that was fair enough to where I can say, let's step back in here, let's start competing and get this behind us.
It was risky to sue and not just sign an 8-fight deal originally with Bellator. So during these rough times, what gave you the confidence that you would come out on top?
For me at the time, I just felt it was important to stand up for what I felt was right. And like I said, every relationship, you you have your ups and downs, and you don't always agree upon everything. And I felt very strongly at the time about how I felt, and I didn't agree with what was going on. And Bellator didn't agree with what was going on with what I was saying. So I think it was important for me to stand up for what I believed in. And it was also important for Bellator to stand up for what they believed in. And it's behind us now, and it's not really important. The problem wasn't important. What's important is that it was able to get resolved, and I'm happy that it did. I'm happy that we're moving on and we're able to fight in November.
So what do you see in your future?
I'm not big on the future. I'm not big on the past. Very big on the present, what's in front of me right now. What I'm really looking forward to is just the next couple months of training, getting my body and my mind prepared to be in a war, to be in a title fight with Michael Chandler, and to be able to avenge a loss that has been on my record for the past year and a half. And I want to wipe it clean. I want to get after this guy, and I want to beat him. So,
from the times that I've met and seen your family, you guys all seem really close and connected. So being fought over by two MMA organizations and having to move to a new state in this very public lawsuit, did it bring you all closer together?
It has. Not that I ever questioned my wife's loyalty or whether my kids would stick by me, or I never questioned that. But going through this, it lets me know that my family is the most important thing in my life. And no matter what I go through, no matter what hardships I go through, they're always by my side no matter what. And I owe everything to them. When I'm training, when I'm able to move to Florida, my wife's the most understanding wife I can have, and my kids love their dad. So I'm living a dream. I'm living a dream. Absolutely. I have great people behind me. I have the best people behind me, and that's what it's all about, family.
So you're fighting on Bellator's first ever pay-per-view fight. How excited are you for this?
I'm super excited. I originally thought when I signed my first Bellator contract that pay-per-view was going to be a tough deal, but the people at Bellator, they built themselves as a brand, they built themselves up, and they were able to bring themselves to this level where they finally put on their pay-per-view, and it only makes sense. I felt like I grew with this company, I helped build this company, and we worked together for so long. Why not do our first pay-per-view together?
What should fans expect from Eddie Alvarez on November 2nd?
Violence. You know, I have a rule. I have a rule that I tell all my teammates. They're worried about, are they going to perform? Are they going to be able to do this, do that? And I'm like, look, if you just be violent, nothing else will matter. So, you know, I'm huge into that. If you just go out and perform and be as violent as you can, people are going to want to tune in. They're going to want to watch you. They're going to want to pay for your fights and do whatever. So if you could just follow one rule, out of everything that's so difficult in the game, you just follow one rule, just be violent. And that's what I try to do. That's what I try to bring.
So thank you for your time, Eddie. Is there anything else that you want to say?
Yeah. More than anything, I want to thank my family for moving here to Florida with me, for understanding what I'm going through. And I want to thank my outside family, my people here at the Jocko Hybrid Training Center, my management, you, and everyone around me who supports me, my Twitter followers, everyone around who supports me through this whole thing. I'm glad we could put it behind us and get back in the cage and get fighting again.